Hey Nesters, welcome back to Nesting Haven. Today we are back at Goodwill doing some more thrift shopping. They had this set of 4 Lenox glasses for $10 for the full set, and Lenox is a good brand. They do sell for pretty decent. They have lots of different glassware. I didn't find any listed of those particular ones, so it was a little difficult to do comps on, but I think they would probably do pretty good. I found this beautiful horse picture here. The frame was pretty neat. It did have some condition issues with the frame. It was kind of coming away from itself on the corners. And also they were asking $8 if it was something I wanted for myself or somebody wanted for themselves in the thrift store. Of course, $8 was probably, an okay price, but from a reseller standpoint, there's not a lot of room. You kind of have to keep your cost of goods low, so I left that behind. I love the looks to this Easter craft here. The tree was what got me the most. Unfortunately, it had this piece missing. I was pointing out there. It had a really large chunk of glue, and it was on top of yarn, so it was impossible to have been able to pick the glue off. And I don't have anything on hand that I could have stuck on there to resell it. These candlesticks are really cool. They're very similar to the left-in version, and initially I thought they might have been, but they were hand-painted pieces. This one here was severely broken. I don't know if you can quite see it, but I would have picked them up if that wasn't broken and had the two-piece set, but just picking up one, I figured it was probably not worth it. I thought this cross stitch was pretty funny. It says favorite recipes, and then it has the takeout numbers to all your favorite restaurants. It says chicken, pizza, etc. there. I thought that was pretty cute. This hanging basket was kind of neat. It had some hooks on the front. It was very warped and broken, but I've never seen anything like that before, so it kind of piqued my interest. I love looking at the wood section. This is one of those things that you could use to display those little teeny vintage souvenir spoons. My grandmother used to collect them, and I wasn't sure what state this was supposed to be. I was kind of confused by it. I kind of turned it off to the side. I was like, is that supposed to be the United States? But then the spoons wouldn't go that way, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys happen to know what state that was. I checked out the furniture briefly. I like this old school desk here. It looked like someone had tried to do some work to it and sand it down a bit. It wouldn't have took much to fix it up, I don't think, and they were only asking $20 for it. These I ended up purchasing. They were a set of 2 tables, and I got them for my kids. They were only marked $5 a piece, which was fantastic. So I had those brought right up front, and I checked out with those for sure. So I do need to repaint them. They have a little bit of staining on it, but not too serious. They're nice and sturdy, and you can't beat 2 tables for $10 for the kids to color on and play their toys on and stuff. I always like to check out the art section for paintings and cool cross-stitch pieces. This was really nicely done. I wasn't quite sure if I liked the way it was just an oval in the center, and it was a little dark for my taste with a black there. And I did put it in my cart for a little bit, but I ultimately ended up putting it back. They were only asking $5 for it. This painting, I think I put in my cart for a little bit as well. I don't know why I put that one back. Looking at it now, I kind of enjoy it quite a bit. But I think I was just kind of looking at the paintings and thinking that they didn't exactly go with my gallery wall where I was going to put it. The colors just weren't quite right, so that is the main reason why I haven't gotten into selling too much artwork online yet, so maybe it's something I could look to do in the future. They had somebody donate a lot of puzzles that they had glued together for pictures. My grandmother likes to do that as well. It's one of her hobbies. So I don't mind them. I think they do look kind of neat. This one here I really liked. It is full of Disney buttons, and unfortunately it was falling apart and it was kind of flimsy in the frame. It's one of those things that's kind of difficult to really get to be sturdy, and I wasn't quite sure if I'd be able to ship it out and keep it in one piece. Obviously, I would have had to take it apart and try to put the puzzle back together and maybe glue it and things like that. But yeah, I looked it over and there were pieces falling out everywhere, and I didn't want to take the risk. They had this random horse sitting over in the junk section. Someone must have set it back down there. It was a vintage piece. It was only $2. I did set that in my cart for a little bit, but it had a lot of wear to it, and I didn't like all the wear on the nose and face in particular. Had it just been towards the back, it wouldn't have bothered me as much. I made my way over to the handpick section and I saw the swung vase here. I was very nervous walking up to it, what price I might find, because we know they overprice in this section. It was only $10. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought $10 was very reasonable. These will sell for upwards of $40 to $60, sometimes $80 online. I collect them personally. I did pick it up for myself to keep and add to my swung vase collection, so I was very happy to find something I could keep. Having just found that nice mid-century swung vase, I was curious how much this cost, and they had $20 priced on it, which kind of made me laugh because I think it's just one of those ones you can pick up at like a TJ Maxx or a Home Goods or something like that. It's not vintage at all, so I was kind of surprised it had 20 on it. This here is a Pyrex bowl, but it's a newer Pyrex bowl. It says Vintage Charm. This is something they released, oh, just a few years ago, really, so it really shouldn't be costing what they were charging on it. It is just a modern bowl. It's nice, it's, you know, okay, but it's not traditional Pyrex. So what did you guys think of the thrift along with me? Did you guys see anything that you would have picked up? Let me know in the comments below what you would have got. And let's go ahead and get into the things I did purchase. We will start with the most exciting thing I found, which is this mid-century Viking swung glass vase in blue. They had $10 priced on it. It was in the new handpick section. And I've only been in this section a couple times now, and I was a little scared to approach it, to be honest. I expected to see about 40 or 50 bucks on it, just given the prices I had seen on everything over there the last few times I had gone, right? And I knew what this was, so I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna be too cheap. I was happy to pay the $10 for it. I collect these, so I was definitely very pleasantly surprised. This here was definitely my next favorite find that I picked up, and it's these really cute tin metal salt and pepper shakers. It has a little S&P cutout on the top where you shake it. And wait until you guys see these up close. It is so darling. They have this like little cat and a vintage hutch, kind of like a farmhouse country homesteading scene on it. They are so stinking cute. It even has a little cat on the handle on this one here. So these I think will do okay. They were new in a package. They just didn't look right in the package, so I took them out. They just look much nicer this way to photograph. So I thought that would be good. And even though they were new in package, it had a little bit of patina on the bottom of one of these, which is kind of interesting, but they were never used. I think I can do okay with these. I couldn't find any with this exact pattern on it. And since it is such a unique and beautiful pattern, I think I can sell them a little bit higher than the typical ones that are the same style. So I would expect to get probably around 22 for these guys. I've always enjoyed vintage tins, and anything with those vintage graphics on it in particular is my absolute favorite. I've picked this up before. I used to sell these in my booth, and yeah, I just think it's so cute. It's a vintage Nestle Tollhouse tin here in yellow. It does have a recipe on the back here for chocolate chip cookies, which is always good, right? And this is in pretty good condition. The inside has just a slight bit of patina, and I'll obviously take pictures of that and note it in the listing. I would expect to get probably around maybe $12, $13 for this guy plus shipping, and it'll be up on my eBay as well. This next thing I picked up is a little bit different. It was marked $3, and I think what you do with it is hang it outside, and I believe you can hang a plant off of it. There are screw holes in it up here and there, and then I think you would either set the plant here or maybe here. I'm not quite sure how it works, but it has this really cool like ceramic bald eagle on it and this tree scene here, so I thought it was really neat. It does have a little bit of wear to it, probably from being outside on the metal. The paint is kind of coming off in a few places, but I don't think it's that serious. Very unique item, I thought, and I figured I'd give it a try up on eBay. I'm not really sure what to expect from it. I think I'll probably start out a little bit high just because I don't really know much on it. So I think it might go for maybe around $35. It's pretty neat. This next thing kind of scared me to get because it's so fragile and so many little pieces. I was kind of hesitant if I really wanted to ship this out, but it was so beautiful and I knew someone would definitely enjoy it, so I opted to go ahead and give it a try. It was marked $2, and I have untangled it. Let's see if it got retangled sitting on the table here. Just a little bit. Here we go. So it's just a little wind chime here. They have these glass bells in this beautiful pastel color, and I just thought it was super, super cute. So I thought someone would definitely enjoy that. I would expect to get about $28 to $35 for it, and yeah, I'm not looking forward to shipping it, but I think I can do it. I wasn't finding a whole lot in my Goodwill. That seemed to be the case the last 3 times I've gone since I've reopened. I don't know if they're still working on building the inventory or if this is going to be a pattern in the future. It's kind of disappointing to me because I always used to have my cart rounded over. You guys that have watched my channel for quite some time know how large my hauls used to be, right? So hopefully going forward they start getting more inventory and the shelves stop being so bare. But it is causing me to branch out a little bit, and I looked at some ties and I just happened to see this one here and I thought it was super neat. It is a vintage made in the USA tie put out by Balancine or something like that, Hotcakes. It is vintage Disney. It has Mickey, Goofy, Donald, and Pluto on it, and I know ties can sell pretty well, so I figured I would give it a shot. This one here should go for around $15 plus shipping. I did find a couple of vintage little golden books, and I am going to resell them because I already have these two, but they were only marked $1 a piece, and I was showing my husband when we were looking at the books how to easily spot the older ones. The old ones will not have the barcodes on them, so the barcode came out around 1975-ish, I believe, and these are both from 1974, and you know, they're 7th printings or 10th printings, and so that is an easy way to remember that. But I got Walt Disney's Snow White and I got Heidi. These are both in excellent shape on the inside. Normally when you pick these up, there's at least one scribble or a tear or something. They seem to be in perfect condition on the inside. It has a little bit of wear on both the covers, you know, just typical of age, but nothing too serious. And yeah, I've never sold golden books online before, so I figured I would go ahead and give it a try and see how they do, and I'll put them up on my Etsy store. This is a neat vintage book I picked up as well. I was considering reselling it, but once I purchased it, I got it home and I noticed the first page is ripped out completely, so it would probably have to be ephemera or I could note it. There is some scribbling in it as well, which I didn't think was too serious given the coolness of the book, but the front page ripped out was kind of a bummer. You know, the first page of the story being completely gone. So, you know, you guys can really see right there. So it starts on page 3, not page 1. But it's really neat. It has various stories in throughout it. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool. It has different stories. It's called Once Upon a Story Time. It's kind of like a bedtime story book here. And this was put out in 1955, so it's pretty neat. I think I'll just add it to my own collection. I kind of wanted to keep it anyway, so. I did pick up one other book to keep for myself, or for my boys rather. I had Toy Story 2. They've been really into Toy Story movies lately, so we went ahead and got that. They really are starting to enjoy books as well. So $3 wasn't too bad of a price, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll enjoy that. I do have some clothing I picked up for my kids. If you guys want to see that, I will go ahead and share it with you real quick, but if you guys want to bow out, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are interested in any of the items I shared here, I do have my eBay and Etsy stores linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed if you have not subscribed already, so you can catch more videos like this from me in the future. But let's get to the clothing I picked up. Now, the adult clothing at the Goodwill, they sell for about $6 on up if it's a name brand, which I think is a little expensive for the thrift store personally, you know, for people going there to buy clothing. The kid clothes are pretty reasonable at about $3 a piece, so I do like to pick up clothing for my boys there, and I know there's some people that feel like resellers are rich or something, but the reason why we usually get into reselling is because we shop thrift stores anyway, and we see the potential of money you can make there, and you know, to pay for the things that you are getting for yourself. So the first thing I picked up was this little shirt here for my 2-year-old. It says Mom's Lucky Charm. We do St. Patrick's Day dinner, so I thought that'd be cute for him to wear. This one was marked $2. The next one I got here is a size 3T. I got it for my 2-year-old as well. It might be a little bit big for him, but it was $2, and it's in this really nice mustard yellow. It says all good. I thought that was kind of cute. It's a nice long sleeve, and it's lightweight. I like to keep lightweight long sleeves on my kids in the summertime just to help keep the sun and bugs off of them. Then I got this one here. It says, I just thought it was super cute. It says, Toto, I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. I really like the style to it. And it had all kinds of states. I don't know if you can kind of see, it's like kind of like a map all over it. So I thought that was super neat. And this one was marked $2 as well. So that is in size 4T. So it's kind of in between my kid sizes. My oldest might be able to fit into it, but he tends to be more 5T, even though he's only 4. And then what else did I get? I got some pants, $2 for this here. This is for my 2-year-old. They are just Cherokee branded. I really like to get the elastic waisted pants for my kids. They're just simpler, and I'm in potty training stage with him, so definitely much easier than having to deal with buttons and stuff, right? And then just another simple pair of pants here with the blue stripe on the side. These are the best for little kids, really. These are Garanimals in 2T. Those are also $2. And then I got, this is the St. Patrick's Day shirt I got for my oldest. It's green, it has Pikachu on it, and it says luck. Luck has little to do with it. Okay. So I thought that was super cute. He likes Pikachu, so I think he'll enjoy that. He has not seen it yet, but I think he'll be pretty excited. Might be a little big for him, but it'll work for St. Patrick's Day. That one was $3. And then I got these little pants here for my youngest for $2. They are, what brand? Wonder Nation. I'm not familiar with that, but I like that they had a nice, you know, formal look to them, but they did have elastic in the back to make it a little easier to put on. So those ones might be a little big for him, but I can put them aside for probably maybe fall. I don't know how quickly he'll grow, right? You never know with kids. And the last one I picked up was this nice Nautica dress shirt for my oldest. I thought it'd be good for Easter, and it was only $3. It seemed to be brand new, and it came with a tie, so I thought that was a great deal. So yeah, that is going, nope, I lied. There's one more shirt. What is this? It's this cute little one with doggies on it. They have little helmets. I thought that was really adorable, and my youngest loves dogs, so he'll enjoy that. That was only $2 as well. That is going to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching that stuck around. Let me know if you stuck around to the end in the comments below. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.